everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of this 1st of January 2023. And in honor of the new year, I have started a new Royals playlist. It's Royals 2023, and I am numbering the readings again from 1. So this is reading number 2. And for this reading, I have the Mystic Mondays Tarot on the tarot table, even though, of course, it is a Sunday. There it is, Mystic Mondays. It's very blingy, it's very shiny, a little bit trashy. And I'm using this card deck, tarot deck, to read on Meghan Markle and the rumour that she is writing a tell-all memoir. And apparently she will leave no stone unturned. And the book that she possibly is writing will be juicier than Harry's snooze fest, which is about to come out in a week or so. And let's remind you, as I shuffle the cards a little bit more, that this is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes, and it's tricky to shuffle in this new setup that I have without knocking the camera over and also the microphone. But anyway, we'll give it a whirl and see what happens. And of course, Meghan has mentioned finding diaries that she left behind at Frogmore Cottage. She mentioned that in one of her interviews. I think it was the Cut interview, which turned out to backfire quite spectacularly on her. But it's a little bit seemingly of a threat to the royals. And I say that because, quoting from Radar Online, as I shuffle very carefully this precarious camera, she fully intends to write this book. This is, I'm quoting from Radar Online, it's just a question of timing and how long she wishes to hold out in order to preserve what's left of her and Harry's relationship with King Charles and what they can still eke out of the monarchy in terms of titles and fringe benefits. Can you imagine saying something like that? Basically, I'm not writing the book until I can, until I'm sure that I've squeezed the last dime out of the family that I married into and worked for all of 72 days. And I have said my disclaimer, and there is a written one in the box below. I hope I've said my disclaimer. I had to start my previous reading 4 times before I managed to get it out without incident, and but confused at this point. So if I haven't, it's there in the box below. Please read it. And a 7-card reading coming up with Mystic Mondays Tarot. We're going to look and see what's going on with the book, if she's really writing a book, how the royals feel about this, what the contents, these juicy contents, tell us about that. Tell us who might be in her sights as a possible target of this memoir. Timing, soon, never, divorce, anything that the universe wants to tell us about it, and how it will be received. I'm not going into this whole, what she can squeeze out, because I think we'll find out how the royals feel about it from just asking. And we've got the Justice card as the underlying energy of this reading. And also, let's just point out, the next one is the 6 of Wands in reverse. That's a failure card, and I'm going to put both out. Move the deck away, because that's good enough. I think they're both important cards to have out here. Justice is about karma, is about getting what you feel you deserve. So this is her chance to clap back because of a failure, which is the 6 of Wands in reverse. 6 of Wands, upright, celebrating, being victorious, triumphant return of somebody, but it's in reverse. She failed. She failed. She had to leave with her tail between her legs, really. Well, she left. She stormed off when she didn't get the half in, half out thing that she allegedly wanted, and that Harry now claims was offered to them. It wasn't, by all accounts, but it was rather a failure, and it was rather humiliating, and her accomplishments since have left a lot to be desired. So it's clap back time. Put them in the wrong order. Justice card and the 6 of Wands in reverse as the underlying energy. That hand and that hand are seemingly quite similar, just by the way. So, the center of this reading, tell us about the book. Just the indicator for the book. Knight of Pentacles. Well, that's a slow, steady progress. So it's definitely a project that she's thought about for a long time and has been moving along. It's been going along slowly. It's not something she's sitting up late at night bashing away on her laptop, page after page of woe is me-isms and things like that. This is something that she thought about from the word go. She's allegedly recorded conversations, taken photographs, kept notes, detailed notes, the diary. There's tales, there's speculation that she actually smuggled out notes and things to other people possibly in Canada, people possibly who are on Twitter as a sort of a cheerleader for Meghan. Don't want to name names. But you can fill in the gaps. But there it is, a slow, steady progress. Also, the Knight of Pentacles is her lovely husband, Harry, who has written his own. Well, he wasn't able to write his own. He had to get a ghostwriter to write for him. And that's coming out soon. So I think inspired by has been. We're waiting for that to get out the way, waiting for his to get out the way because she's convinced she's going to do better. She seemingly is not particularly impressed with the way the ghostwriter, who is an award-winning writer, has handled the material. She's going to write her own by all accounts and do a much better job. Ho, ho, ho. Can't wait myself. Hurry up, Meghan. We're all waiting. Is she? First, the real question of this reading, is she? We got the Chariot in reverse. Something has stopped this. Very interesting, because the Chariot upright is all systems go. Push, push, push. Very ambitious, very driven, very focused, very motivated, politically motivated as well. The Chariot is a very political card, and a lot of people are speculating that this is a precursor to her launching her political career. It's a well-worn path. Write a book, stake out your, put out your stall, and this is what I stand for. Come read my book. It's been done before, very recently, with presidents, and not going well. It's not going well at all. Something has stopped it in its tracks. And possibly all the stuff that's been going on recently with all these articles coming out, Politico, Hill, Variety, all the rest of it, that has suddenly stopped this Chariot. And that's an amazing card to see. It's Major Arcana. I really jaw on the floor. And I'm actually losing my voice as I stare at that card. I'm so amazed by it. I wouldn't have been at all surprised to see that card upright, but in reverse, fascinating. Tell us how the royal family feels about this. Are they stricken? Are they lawyering up? Are they offering half the Duchy of Cornwall? I'm being snarky, to shut her up. What's going on with the royals? How do they feel about this news? Queen of Pentacles don't care. We're good over here. You're fine over there. Do what you like. We're fine over here. Queen of Pentacles. We're just getting on with our lives as well. And thank you very much. We have our own queen. The Queen of Pentacles, of course, was the late queen, who served and did her duty and did all the right things 99.9% of the time. And we'll just carry on the way we were before. And undeterred and undisturbed, solid, steady, generous, doing good deeds, uplifting the poor, doing all the kinds of things a royal family should be doing. And so keep calm and carry on. I get very powerful vibes from this card of, well, we just don't care, not interested. Tell us contents. What is the tone of this book going to be like if she does ever amount to it? And we get the Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords is a decision that you, when it's upright, is a decision that you hold off making. You can't see the way forward. Crossroads. Difficult decision, blindfold, looking left, looking right, not sure. In reverse, blindfold off. Time to make that decision, get the knives out and have a good old stab. That's my feeling with this. She's been prevented from having her say, as the card would be if it was upright, silenced. But now knives are out and attack. It's not terrible. but it's, well, I've held off. It's about a decision that you've held off making, and then eventually you just go for it. Hell for leather, and no matter the consequences. And this is what has been mentioned in this Radar Online article. It's a question of timing. How long she wishes to hold out in order to preserve what's left of her and Harry's relationship with the royals, basically, what they can squeeze out of the royals. This is the waiting energy here. That she's been waiting, and it's been difficult for her to wait, and she's not sure when the timing is right for this thing to drop. Because she knows when she writes this thing, that is it, the bridge blown right up. And that's it, it's over. No tiara, no coronation, nothing. No Prince Archie. That is it, finished. And I was going to speak Afrikaans, but that's not going to help anyone here watching. So a little of saying that we have in South Africa. But anyway, Two of Swords in reverse, yeah. It's a cat and mouse kind of a thing that's going on here. So some days she really wants to, and then other days she thinks, if I do that, then really, I could be living under a bridge. Who particularly would be in her sights? Who, when she's writing those chapters late at night, sharpening her claws, who is in her sights? The Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups, for some reason, well, nines, obviously pregnancy. Nine of Cups in reverse, I'm getting Catherine. I'm getting Catherine from this. I'm getting Catherine because Catherine is the one that had those 3 pregnancies that were very difficult. But she got through them. She always looked absolutely fabulous. She managed to appear within hours on the steps of the hospital, looking, radiant, holding baby. Even the first time round, perfectly, did all of those things just perfect. There was a wish here, and I'm speculating, of course, with this card. There was a wish that was not fulfilled, and the wish was to be best of buddies with Catherine, or perhaps even to ice Catherine out and grab William for herself. Lots of people speculate that he was the one Meghan really was after, and Harry was just a very, the booby prize, really. So there's a grievance here, there's a grudge, and it's emotional. As I say, Nine of Cups is a heavy drinking card in the reverse, very heavy drinking card. This is when possibly the rosé is flowing, or anything else that might be somewhat mind or mood altering. And when she's feeling aggrieved, and we know she's feeling aggrieved because of the Justice card here and the Six of Wands in reverse, she failed, whereas the other one succeeded. Catherine succeeded. Six of Wands is a sporty card as well, just by the way. And of course, Meghan Markle, not so sporty. There might be some sports she does play quite well, but they are not sports we can mention here on this channel. But Catherine is the one who can go, I was going to say yachting, but let's say sailing. And yes, let's move on from that energy. But anyway, a sense of grievance, a grudge, and it's emotional, it's upset. Catherine in her sights there. So let's see timing. Even though we've got this Chariot in reverse here that tells me it's come screeching to a halt. What do we know about timing? We've got a Six of Cups. So we've got sixes, and I don't go into cups mean this and months or whatever, and wands mean that, and swords mean whatever's. It's a technical kind of tarot that some people are very good at, but timing for me in tarot is pretty iffy always. So I want to know if this is something that is like now energy, and I'm not from the Six of Cups, it's past energy. So I'm not getting that this is something in the future, I'm getting that this is something in the past. If that makes sense to you. I'm not counting months or days or weeks or years with this. I'm taking the energy off the card of what the card actually signifies. And the Six of Cups means the past. So it tells me it's something she wanted to do, but for some reason has now stopped. Even though it's something she's been going on for a long time, tells me there she's been going on it for a very long time, and hasn't quite figured out when. Hasn't quite figured out when. Let's see how this book, if it ever comes out, will be received. And I keep saying if it ever comes out because there's doubt here. There's serious doubt about this. She's doubtful about it because she knows this is going to burn bridges so dramatically. She's been stopped here, literally stopped from writing, because I think her political career is in ashes at the moment. I've read on it again recently, and it's over, it's done, it's finished, with the establishment turning against her, as they clearly have. So let's see, this is a big if. If this book ever sees the light of day, how will it be received? How will people feel about it? We got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Waste of time. It's the hard work card. When it's upright, when it's in reverse, not working, not mastering something, or being lazy, being unskillful. So it can mean sort of working yourself to death as well. But it tells me that people are going to look at it and say it's very amateur. If she does write it, it's going to be in the same league as the Bench, which was mocked mercilessly for just being so appalling. And it's going to be the same. It's going to be very poorly executed, and it's going to be ripped to shreds for that reason. It's not going to be about the contents. That I think the contents are going to be so preposterous that people won't even bother. People aren't bothering here with the Queen of Pentacles. It's more that, really, is this the best that you can do? And you've got a degree from Northwestern, and you wrote, you basically wrote Omid's book, and you wrote whatever else, allegedly. You write all those PR pieces that go out, allegedly. Lots of people speculate that she writes all these things. She wrote the TIG, allegedly, although someone was hired to write a lot of that, also allegedly. So many allegedlys. But it's going to come across as very amateur, very unpolished, very embarrassing. So that is interesting, and that also may stop her. Even though she thinks she can do better than the ghostwriter, she can do better than Harry, in reality, no. And wise counsel might prevail somewhere along the line. Someone might stop her. That is what I have for you with this book. Curious reading. Curious because something she wants, but also doesn't want. Something she dreams about, but something she's also afraid of doing, because she knows that that's it if she does it, and it will be pilloried. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you again tomorrow.